Hello everyone, my name is Rudochi Famba and welcome to my YouTube channel where I talk all things projects. Today's video is inspired by a recent video that I did where I shared a cheat sheet on what to do when your project hits turbulence and you want to steer it back on track. Today I want to share tips on what to do when your project is in good health. Yes, you heard right. When your project is in good health. And maybe the first question that's springing to your mind right now is like, duh, if the project is going right, is there anything dramatic, anything really that we need to be doing? And the short answer to that is yes. There are things that you need to be doing when your project is in good health. And today, in the spirit of cheat sheets, I'm going to be sharing another cheat sheet with 5 pro tips on what to do when you've got a healthy project on your hands. Let's jump straight in, good people. Tip number 1 is do not get complacent. You've got a project that is going right. It means that you are actively managing the project. The team is actively doing the things that they need to do for the project to be in the space that it is in. But rarely do things ever go well if they are in autopilot. So if you take your eyes off of the road, then this project is going to veer off track. So you want to not be complacent, keep focused, keep your eyes on the road, and you've got good chances for staying in that same vein. Tip number 2, keep evaluating the validity of the end goal. So context setting here, your project is healthy. What that means is it's healthy, it's tracking towards the intended goal or deliverables or benefits that you mapped out at the beginning of your project. However, what you need to be doing as you're going through the project is to constantly be validating against that end goal or the end deliverable and the end benefit to see if it is still something that you want to be shooting towards. Is it a problem that is still worth solving? Because you could be hitting all your goals and milestones and everything to solve a problem that is no longer a problem, or to solve a problem that does not really give you return on investment. So you need to be checking that end goal, like, oh, we're in really good space, but are we in really good space solving the right problem or not? And if you are not, then you need to pause and make some hard decisions, starting from maybe redefining your goal to killing the project. And that will probably be another topic for another video. Now, tip number 3 is keep looking for opportunities for improvement. Every good process can be improved. And this goes back to old quality theory and all of that good stuff where there's always margins of improvement. The margin for improvement never comes down to 0. However, not every improvement serves you. So as you are improving your processes, moving towards making things more efficient, a lot easier, you want to be keeping your eye out for when you start hitting the boundary or the tipping point where you get diminishing returns. So keep your eye on that. Improve a process up until a point where you're like, oh, what we are putting in versus what we're getting out does not really match anymore. Find another process or find another output that you would like to improve and move on to that. Number 4 is acknowledge the team effort. And these are the things that really speak to me. The magic is always in the team. It's always in the energy. It's always in the team cohesion. So acknowledge the team's effort. And it's all rooted in the fact that good things don't happen on their own, guys. If good things are happening, it means that the team is doing things right. The team is doing the right thing. So acknowledge that. Give them props. Give them kudos. just a very genuine and authentic thank you, well done, this is fantastic, or what an outcome, goes a really long way. It doesn't have to be monetary, like a reward or a lunch. Those things are fantastic. I'm not knocking them at all. They've got their time and their place. But there are things that you can do in the moment to just acknowledge what the team is doing. And it helps with team building. It builds trust. The team gels and everybody gets motivated and has that really good feeling about the work that they're doing. I don't know if that's the right sequence of words, but I'm sure you get what I mean. And then the last tip number 5, is conduct periodic lessons learned. Document, evaluate, and then adjust. This is one tip where I'm talking to you, but I'm also talking to myself, because it's something that I really need to implement more intentionally and more regularly within my own projects. So this is where a team gets together from time to time. They look at the project and how they've been doing. They evaluate, they see what they've been doing well, what needs improvement, and what needs to be acted on. And a lot of teams are really good at doing retrospectives right at the end. But there's a lot of value in doing retrospectives as you're going through the course of your project. Now, some agile methodologies like Scrum are really good in that they already build that periodic review during the course of the project into their ceremony. So they have things like Scrum retrospectives, sprint retrospectives, whatever the terminology is. And those are really, really useful. But when you're using other methodologies like the traditional methodology, you need to be a lot more intentional about pausing and looking back as your project progresses. And you want to keep what is going well. You want to discard what is not going well. And you want to tweak the stuff that's kind of like, where there's really meaningful margins of improvement. Then you want to do something about that. So there it is, good people. A cheat sheet with 5 pro tips that I'm confident if you implement will keep your project on a good path in the happy space. And as always, please remember to like, subscribe, and share. Till next video, bye bye. Do take care.